Congratulations, your WordPress website is now live. But before you sit back and relax, here are 5 things that you need to check or put in place. Number 1, make sure that your contact forms are working as they should. The inquiry form or contact form is usually the primary call to action on many business websites. So what you need to do is to go into every single contact form on your site, fill in the details as a visitor would do, and click submit. Make sure the notification is going to the right inbox, whether it's to yours or someone else on your team. Number 2, make sure the site is accessible to search engines as well as to users. During development, web developers will usually block your site from search engines to prevent content duplication issues. There is a setting in WordPress where you can go in and make it visible, make the site visible to search engines. So be sure to make sure that setting is set up correctly. And number 2, visit the site as a user. That means go and open up a new private window in the browser of your choice, whether it's Firefox or Chrome, and enter your site URL and visit it as a user. That will give you a very unbiased view of the site and see what your visitor sees without any logins or cookies or things like that. Number 3, install analytics. Set up Google Analytics or any other tracking tool to monitor how visitors interact with your site. If you're not tracking data, then you might be losing out on valuable insights. It is important to set this up immediately after you launch your site, because the earlier you do this, the more history your analytics platform will have, and only with good data then you are able to make better informed decisions on how to improve your site over time. Number 4, optimize your site performance. Nobody likes a slow loading website, right? In fact, these days, the benchmark is like 3 seconds, and if your site doesn't load in 3 seconds, your visitors are out. So, step 1, go into a tool like PageSpeed Insights or GTmetrix to track your site speed. When you enter the URL of your site in these tools, right, they will give you a list of things that you can optimize on your site. And step 2, take action to address all these performance leaks. Tools like or plugins like Auto Optimize, W3 Total Cache, or WP Rocket, or Perf Matters, they all work to help to address all these issues. So work on it. Last but not least, security and backups. WordPress sites need regular maintenance in order for it to stay secure and functional. So mark a recurring event in your calendar to make sure that someone goes into the site to update the plugins, the themes, and WordPress itself. Because these themes, plugins, they all get outdated over time and are risk to security attacks. And number 2, make sure you schedule regular backups of your site. How frequently to backup your site depends on how active your site is in terms of updates, how often you're updating your site. But I would recommend at least once a week, and to have at least 1 month of retention on your backups. That means if you're backing up one time a week, make sure you have at least 4 backups stored in wherever you're storing your backups. Talking about storing your backups, make sure that your backups are stored in a remote location. By remote, I mean on a place that is not on the same web server or web host. This is to ensure that you can restore your site and get access to your backups and restore your site even if your entire web host goes missing for whatever reason. So that is it. 5 essential things for you to do after you launch your WordPress website. Test your forms, check accessibility, set up analytics, optimize performance, and schedule security and backups. By taking these steps, you will have set up your site for longer term success.